It's Friday, February 16th, 2018. It will be all year, just so you know. Not the day, but the year. And welcome to Song Dissections, the show I do every Friday. Sunday through Sunday. I do a show on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Different show. Thursday has been a bit of a bugger for me because I haven't really nailed what I want to do on Thursdays. But every other day has been consistent. This is the fourth video in the series. We've done 3 other songs so far, which was Devil Went Down to Georgia, Ponderous, and last week we did Born in the USA. So this week we're going to do Don't Bring Me Down by Electric Light Orchestra, or E.L.O. as they're a little bit easier, a little more simple to say. We'll just say, I'm having a hard time with it, obviously. So, this song has a little twitch to it. A lot of people, when they sing the song, they go, "Don't bring me down," and then they say, "Bruce." Well, one day a buddy and I, we were looking that up. It's like, well, who the hell is this Bruce guy that they're talking about? Is there a specific person that it tied to? And I told my buddy, as a joke, I said, it's Bruce Springsteen. Because Bruce Springsteen does some pretty depressing songs. So E.L.O. did this song about him saying, hey, Bruce, don't bring me down. Quit singing the depressing songs. It's total crap. But he bought it, which made me laugh. But that still got us to go, and it's like, well, what Bruce is it based off of? Well, it's not Bruce. There's no Bruce. Jeff Lynne, who is Jeff Lynne, I think, the guy who wrote the song. Jeff Lynne. There was somebody in there that was with him, and he was singing the song, and he just kind of put a noise at the end. So it's not Bruce, it's Groose. G-R-O-O-S. Groose. So they did start singing the song later as Bruce, because so many people were singing it that way anyway. So just to kind of humor them, they did sing it that way. But the song was released in 1979 on the album called Discovery. So we're going to go through the lyrics. We're going to take a quick peek at it. No singing, no music, so I don't want YouTube giving me any strikes that this is just, we're going to talk it through, and we're going to take a look at the lyrics to Don't Bring Me Down. Groose. Not Bruce. Groose. G-R-O-O-S. So the song starts out. You got me running, going out of my mind. You got me thinking that I'm wasting my time. Should have been no. Don't bring me down. No, 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 no. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor, don't bring me down. You want to stay out with all your fancy friends. I don't know what that really means. I don't have a single friend that's fancy. I mean, is there levels of friends? You have that fancy friend? I mean, somebody that's, a little bit more dapper than the rest? Look at me. Does it look like I have a fancy friend? Wouldn't know what a fancy friend was. Maybe I'm the fancy friend. Maybe this is somehow trendy. No, it's not. I'm telling you, it's got to be the end. Don't bring me down. No, 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 no. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring me down. Now, he hasn't said Groose yet. At least, then it goes into don't bring me down, Groose. And he says it a few more times. Don't bring me down, Groose. Don't bring me down, Groose. And then he just says, don't bring me down. Doesn't even have the Groose. Why do you say it 3 times and you don't say it on the 4th? What are you running out of Grooses? You think Grooses are in short supply? I don't even know what a Groose is. They could be abundant. But seeing as I've probably never seen a Groose, they may be rare. That's why he only said it 3 out of the 4 times. Don't waste those. Don't waste those Grooses. We don't have enough of them. Nobody else uses that word. We should make up the meaning of Groose. But then it's like, don't bring me down, Groose. We should just make up a person named Groose and say that guy is behind all this. Maybe he was real depressing. Maybe Groose was the precursor. He became a country singer later because his life was so depressing, and he lost He lost his family in the sewer because he took them there on vacation because he thought it would be interesting, and he didn't really lose them. They closed the manhole cover behind him as soon as he went down there. And then he got lost, and he ended up with a pet alligator. And then the pet alligator bit off one of his legs, and then he was hobbling around in the sewer with only one leg. And then he's making his way through the sewer, and he finally gets to one of the end of the storm drains, and it's locked, and it has those gates in front of it. Yeah, like that, has the gates. And the only way he could make himself skinny enough to get through was he had to chop off one of his arms. So he had the right leg gone because the alligator ate the right leg, because they go to the right. And then he had to cut off his left arm for balance. So now he's got one right arm and one left leg, but he can now get through the thing. And he's crawling his way back. Wait a minute, yeah, he lost this. Yes, he's crawling his way back into civilization. And as he gets close to the road, he's almost there. He's almost there. And then he puts his hand onto the road. He puts this hand, because this one's no longer there anymore. It's gone. It's a phantom. Look at it, it's gone. As he puts his hand onto the road to bring himself a little bit closer, a big truck runs it over, flattens his hand. You know, and then more and more stuff happens to him. Poor Groose. I feel so bad for the guy already. See, then we make up our own story for Groose. Let's get back into the song. What happened to the girl I used to know? Oh, so Groose is a woman? Maybe. It seems like a terrible thing to name your daughter, Groose. You're not hoping for a really, really beautiful woman if you name her Groose. If you name your daughter Groose, you want her to be ugly. You don't want a man to ever date her. You don't want anybody to date her. If you name your daughter Groose, you're hoping she looks like me. That's what you're probably hoping for. You let your mind out somewhere down the road. You let your mind out somewhere down the road. Oh, I hate it when they just put sentences together that fit with the melody of the song, but they don't make a lick of sense when you read them. You let your mind out somewhere down the road. So obviously they were driving down the road, and she just let whatever was on her mind, she just let it out right at that moment. Oh, Groose, you're not very nice to him. If Groose is I think Groose is that poor guy that got his leg eaten by an alligator and chopped off his arm to get out of a sewer. Poor guy. Don't bring me down. No. Should have wrapped him on the nose with a newspaper. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring me down. Don't bring me down with your one arm, one leg, now squished hand trials and tribulations. I don't want to know. I'm depressed. Don't bring me down. You're always talking about your crazy nights. With her fancy friends, obviously. One of these days, you're going to get it right. What do you mean, one of these days you're going to get it right? You're always talking about your crazy nights. One of these days you're going to... Maybe one of the nights won't be crazy. Maybe she's going to have a nice night, a nice evening with the fancy friend, and they're going to dine at a restaurant and have a nice fancy dinner. Maybe, instead of going out, maybe she wasn't going out with the fancy friends. She was going out with crazy friends. Don't go out with the crazy friends. Never. No. Moving on. Don't bring me down. No. Oh, he added like 2 more no's. He's getting pissed. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring... Now, why is he on the floor all the time? What did she kick him somewhere? Did she kick him somewhere that dropped him instantly and he can't get... Well, when I get off the floor, I'm going to yell at you. I'm going to be so mad. But right now, I'm just in a lot of pain, and I'm just going to lay here and cry. Maybe that's what he's doing. I don't know, but he keeps saying, when I get off the floor, what are you going to do? You've been on the floor for 4 or 5 verses. You're not getting off the floor. You're down there for the count. Don't bring me down, Groose. Don't bring me down, Groose. Don't bring me down, Groose. Think of dramatic ways to say, don't bring me down, Groose. Stop it. You're looking good, just like a snake in the grass. Let that one sink in. Let me say it again. You're looking good, like a snake in the grass. Okay, obviously he likes snakes. One of these days, you're gonna break your glass. What glass? Does she have a special glass? Is it the Holy Grail? The Holy Glass Grail? That's why everybody gets it wrong. They're looking for some little metal cup or clay or something. It's made of glass. Don't break it. Looking good like a snake in the grass. I've never told any person on the planet, you look good like a snake in the grass. Okay, don't bring me down. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. At some point, he's getting off the floor. I'm telling you. He keeps telling us, don't bring me down. You got me shaking. Got me running away. You got me crawling up to you every day. This has to relate to the snake thing on his belly. Maybe poor Groose ends up like a snake just slithering around because maybe loses the other two limbs and he's just kind of a body wiggling around on the ground trying to slither his way to safety. Somebody help Groose. He needs help. Nobody's helping him. Don't bring me down. No, 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 no. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't you bring me down. I'll tell you once more before I get... See, he ends the song this way. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring me down. You're already down. You're on the floor. You can't... If there's a floor, unless she cuts you a hole or something, you're not going lower. She pushes you down the stairs. You keep saying, I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. I think she's daring him. He's like, get off the floor. I dare you. Get off the floor. You seem to just be staying down there. Stay down there. Don't bring me down. You're already down there. You keep saying it. Get off the floor. So that's that song. That's Don't Bring Me Down by Electric Light Orchestra. E.L.O. And it's not that depressing of a song. It's really not. It's just got a lot of, it's got a lot of no's. A lot of laying on the floor, pledging he's going to get up, but he doesn't. Groose never gets off the floor. Poor guy. Let's all feel a little bit of sorrow for poor Groose as he stays on the floor, flopping around with no arms, no legs, because he had to get rid of them all in some tragic accident, or he got rid of them all because at some point the other arm fell off. Maybe this ends up being like a Monty Python skit. It's merely a flesh wound. Maybe. But I'm guessing not. Well, let's all be glad that we're not Groose. Let's all be glad that we don't know Groose. Because, boy, I tell you, his stories are gonna tug at the heartstrings. We may not get off the floor. So, what'd you think of Don't Bring Me Down, Groose? What'd you think of it? Do you think the song is a good song? Did you enjoy the song? Do you think the lyrics are a little stale? They're bland. They're not all that great. I just wanted to talk about the song because I love that little story about Bruce and Groose and fooling my friend. I just want that on YouTube forever. Someday maybe he'll stumble onto it and go, hey, that was me. Yes, it was. But with all that being said, to the troops, past, present, and future, thanks for the freedom.